What you saying, ladies and gents? It is your boy BucketHatSam, and yes, we are back again today for another video. If you're new to the channel, please smash that like button and subscribe. It does really help. But today I'm doing a match reaction to the West Bromwich Albion versus Blackburn 0-0 draw. And geez, Valentine's Day, I rushed back from a meal to make it for this kickoff time, and what a waste of time it was. It's difficult to get behind the club at the moment, difficult to back the players, because there's not a single player on that team today that can come out of this game and thought, you know what, I really fought for the shirt. I thought Andy Carroll maybe in moments, Alex Mowat, Semi Ajayi, simply not good enough again. And I feel like we've just literally made a sidestep. We sacked Val, things were looking promising. The club, there was a bit of a buzz around the club, the fact we're getting the club back, things were going to start moving, things were going to start changing, and nothing has changed with Steve Bruce. Other than the formation, it's still boring football, Route 1 football. We get to the final third, and you wouldn't think Colin Grant's got over 10 goals. You wouldn't look at Callum Robson, an international striker. You wouldn't think Andy Carroll played for England. They look lost whenever we go forward. It's simply not good enough. And there's nobody grabbing the game by the scruff of the neck, because really Blackburn today looked poor. We should have beaten Blackburn today. That first half especially, you came in, you thought, you know what? We're on top here, and that's not a feeling I feel often. And you look at Blackburn, a side who, as well as West Brom, they're in really poor form themselves. Before today, they hadn't won in 4. Exact same form as us. It's just not good enough. You have to win these kind of games, because you look at what it's frustrating. You look at the table, we're slowly falling away. Currently sat, and I think it is now in 8th. We did climb 1 position, but Sheffield United have got 2 games in hand on us, same amount of points, which is great. We're 3 points behind the playoffs, and the side have got a game in hand on us. We are slowly going to fall away, and we've got some really difficult fixtures coming up. This was one that you pinpointed as the turning point. This had to be the turning point, because we're leaving it late now. And I think we will miss out on the playoffs. And it kills me to say it, because I've been so positive all season. But I think that was the nail in the coffin for me today. That's it. Playoffs, they cannot happen. You cannot play football like that and expect to get anywhere near the playoffs. What Steve Bruce has done with this team is say, okay, do you know what? We're gonna con everyone and think we've changed. We've changed the formation. It's still long ball football, Route 1 football. Knock it long to Andy Carroll. And let's try and... I wouldn't mind it if we followed the flick-ons. No one today was following the flick-ons. Andy Carroll so many times won headers. Where Colin Grant and Callum Robinson were, they're supposed to be wide forwards that come in. Never. Didn't do it at all. Adam Reach ran about a lot. Put himself about, but the quality's just not there. He's not the player that we thought he would have been. Malumbi, I'm not a fan of him. Player I thought, do you know what, I'll give time, but I don't think he has the quality to really be in this starting 11. He gave the ball away quite a few times. Alex Mowat, I thought, was okay today. I think that was one of his better performances recently, because he's a player I thought has been really out of form. Thought he really stepped up today. I thought the back four was pretty good, clean sheet. Yeah, I think it's pretty standard from the back four. I thought Semi Ajayi was somebody passing through those thirds. A couple of times where he'd open the play up with his passing, I thought that was very good. So we've not seen for so long, because I'm glad to see his athleticism back in the defence. I'm glad to see him there. But it's just simply not good enough. It's not. Overall, Blackburn today, when you look at the 2-11s, we have got a better side than Blackburn, with all due respect. Obviously, the league doesn't suggest that. Form, we've got the exact same form. Both sides really struggling. But we should be winning these kind of games, especially going in at half-time. When we dominate the game, we had our chances, but we let them back in, and they had their chances, don't get me wrong. A couple of offside goals, but it's just simply not good enough. Simply not good enough. Things have to change. We need a big rebuild in the summer, and it won't happen because the board won't back the club and back the manager. They're not going to invest. So I think we're going to have to stick with this squad, which is quite worrying, especially when you think Malumbi's going to be going in summer. Matt Clark will be going back. It's not Andy Carroll's contract's up. Sam Johnston's contract's up. It's worrying times at West Brom, and I think this is the slow demise now. From now on, I think we will remember this game and remember this was our chance. If we were going to get promoted, if we had any chance of fighting for it, this was it. And I think this is worrying times now for West Brom, because we've got a good side and it's still not working. And imagine when these players get older or we lose a few of these, it's worrying. I'm worried. You look at Blackburn, they were fighting for everything, for every ball. Yes, they didn't have the quality in the final third and in a lot of moments, but at least they can say they fought for the badge. They fought for that draw today.